it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season.
In the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Shift.
Hey, 31. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Under crunch.
59.
Crunch.
Hey, 59. Hey, no timeout.
Check 9.
Hey, alert.
Switch.
Alert 3.
Now Watson.
Alert 3.
Check 31. Check 31.
Trying to lay one
Watch
up
the ship.
deep.
Watch the ship. Hey,
And this is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 70 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Check. Lucky.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Hey, let's feed it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Hey, alert.
Check the backer.
Throwing again is Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
Hey, 31.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go with Chubb on second down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Land. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 50 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
that's caught inside the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, we got 3 down.
He'll pitch it back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Who that?
Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
Alert, 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 alert. He's tired of us. Mike, 41. Bravo.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Shift.
Slam.
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. 33 yards that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Regular.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
I got it.
Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Bang.
Watson on first down. Rolling to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Don't be mad. It's more coming.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike, 41.
From the gun, Mayfield. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's a party now. "41 Mike.
Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Point it right. Play that time.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's Hilliard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They run it again with Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Safe.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Yeah, baby.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
40. Hey, 47. Check 41.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
I'm letting you know right now, you
Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Keep playing hard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Bunch set.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
51. Watch twist. Hey, 59.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. This is Miller, complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set. 53. You ain't going nowhere.
Shut down. Motion.
On 1st down, Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
We gotta snap it.
Again, it's Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch the motion.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Come on, baby.
4
Let's
yards
go.
there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Watson. That's Stills bringing it in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Watson. And he's got Miller. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.